let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Oh, all right. Hello, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. And as you can see, Mike and I are here again tonight. We're just glad to be here. And got Chandler back there. He's working the switchboard for us there, taking those party line calls, Mike, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So keep it up, Chandler. You're doing a good job, son. Anyway, I want to welcome y'all to the show, and I want to say something. A boy I grew up with, went to school with, played ball with. His dad passed away, Thomas Carter. Just their thoughts and prayers go out to the Carter family, and just outstanding gentleman Thomas was. My dad and Thomas and my mother and Eddie's mother, they followed us through elementary school and through high school.
Yeah.
On the ball fields, and Eddie graduated from Oliver Springs High School and went to Carson Newman, and has been there ever since he went there. And he played ball there 4 years, and then he became the liaison between the new recruits and the school, and he's just handled 2 or 3 other jobs there, and he's just like a brother to me. And anyway, he lost his dad there the day before yesterday. But there again, all of our thoughts and prayers go out to the Carter family. All righty. Well, Mike, I hear you went fishing Friday night.
Yeah, I did. I didn't wear my mask either.
Didn't wear your mask. Well, Dad blamed it. No wonder you didn't catch no fish, but them fish smart enough to know if they don't want to be around people without their mask, you know, they might catch something.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
That's right.
So you went Friday night.
Yeah.
And talking with Bill, he called you pretty late in the night there to see how you was doing, and you wasn't doing no good.
Wasn't doing that good. That's right. We had a hold of a few fish there and let them get off, and I kept swapping baits, and finally got on one there that caught a few fish on.
Yeah.
That bitsy bug in that watermelon trailer on it. And I got back to the launch ramp, and of course I talked to Ed Galt on the way out. He'd just put in front of me and come back, and he said that if he'd hung on to all of his fish, he'd have had 50 fish. So
well,
he showed me a little old black hair jig with blue on the bottom of it, and a trailer that he was using there. And we tried black and blue Saturday night and never got a strike on it. I don't know, it was something different about what he was throwing or what, but he may call in and give you a report on it here in a minute. But
maybe Ed will call over here and tell us what's going on, but we sure need some good information.
Yeah, he said he never caught so many fish up there before in his life.
Sure.
That's what he said.
Well, you must have not listened to what he said then, or you'd caught some yourself.
Now, Friday night I didn't, there wasn't nobody. I had Jeff and Mikey with me, and grandson, and you know, we didn't throw no black and blue. At least I don't think. Mikey may have. He had the floor of the boat covered up with jigs. He was down tying up about every 15, 20 minutes, especially when we run out of food. Yeah.
Well, so he ate good while he was there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. But you put him back on his push button because his back leg was so much.
Well, that was his decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I told him, I said, buddy, you got to just, there's one way to throw a bait caster, and that's all there are to it. And once you get locked in on that one way,
For some reason or another,
he wants to throw it straight down.
Yeah, it hit right in front of him.
Yeah.
He couldn't ever get it in his mind to release it in time to make it go way out there.
Yeah.
Where I think that little Zebco reel or whatever he was throwing there now, that rod is a limber that
He can throw it way out there.
he seemed to get it out there. Of course, sometimes it's a short throw, but
Yeah.
most of the time he get it out there.
Right. All right, let's see who we got here. If I can work this phone right. I don't know what's going on with it, but I had a heck of a time last week. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir, Ed. George. Ed, listen, I'm going to have Mike to go out here in the truck and get something. While he's gone, you tell me what to catch them fish on.
Well,
Go ahead, Mike.
all right.
All right, let me get him headed out the door.
Well, I tell you, I showed him that jig. It's just it says on the package, Dale Holler Baits.
Yeah? Yeah?
Vance and them's got them down there.
Okay.
And but let me tell you what I think was going on.
Okay.
I was loading it down with that bang crawdad.
Yeah? Uh-huh. Well,
Just about every cast, Steve, I was getting on. I only boated about 15, but I must have had 40
yeah.
that I didn't get to the boat. But I mean, they were just swarming it.
Yeah. Well, that's a funny thing you mentioned that, because me and Bill was together Saturday night, and we was struggling pretty bad ourselves, and Bill said, I'm going to put some of this bang on there, son. Said, you don't mind, do you? I said, well, no, I don't mind. If it works good, I want some on mine. Well, he sprayed that jig down there, buddy, and it wasn't the first daggum cast he made with it. He had a dandy.
Hey, that's incredible.
Yeah, and so we kind of kept doctoring them up the rest of the night there and finally caught a few fish. So, I mean, yeah.
That's a nuts.
Yeah, it lays something to it, and I mean, I'm glad to hear that you got, well, last month when we were up there, like I said, we'd boat 20, 25 fish a night and could have boated 40 if we could hold on to them. They were just we were just getting a lot of bites and hooking a lot of fish and letting them and them getting off. But now they're there. You just got to figure out what they want. And it sounds like to me you've done a pretty good job of figuring it out.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think about the takeover down at Jim's and Vance's?
Well, you're asking me something that I haven't heard of. What's going on?
Well, I was standing there, and I asked Ed Parrott, what he'd been throwing and everything. He didn't want to put us on them good jigs anyway, And he said, well, Jim don't do it anymore. He said, Vance and his mom and daddy bought Jim out.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. And now they that could be some of them trying to pull my leg or something, but no, his mom and daddy was there working the cash register and everything.
Well,
I figured you knew it.
yeah, no, I don't know it. I didn't know anything about it because it's been 4 weeks. I get 3-4 weeks since I've been over there, and I hadn't heard anything about it.
Cause see, I went down there to get some more of them blue jigs, and
Yeah.
and there's actually out of them, and he said that he was going to have to get with that company, and start ordering from them because it'd be a new whatever, how they order them from people or something, because I used to order them. I don't know. But you talk about somebody's jaw hitting the floor. I said, "You're kidding." I said that's because Steve was ribbing you so much about kidding you about being on the show all the time. You just said, "Well, I'll show him."
Well,
That wasn't a Punisher jig that you was throwing, was it?
No. It's just a little paper, a light tan-colored paper there, and it says Dale Holla Baits.
Yeah, but I didn't know because that Hedrick or whatever, Steve Hedrick, had the Punisher lures. He was one that had a lot of that stuff from down there at Dale Holler. That's where he was from.
Well, Matt, you see, Vance tried to tell me, explain to me about, and see that's what he told me. He said, Punisher. That's the one Ed Parrott showed me was the Punisher, who was black. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that guy bought out Punisher or something other, like Mike's talking about.
Yeah. Well, son of a gun. I mean that it doesn't surprise me. Vance has been over there 3-4 years now. Every bit of it, and Jim's been a heck of a teacher, guarantee it. And I mean, if it happened, it's no surprise. If it didn't happen, then we still got the best of two worlds. We got Jim and Vance there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that duo for sure. And I mean, I'm tickled for the both of them either way.
Yeah. That Jim may just him and his wife just figured that we just retired, go do something else. So.
Yeah. That's a very good possibility. And I hope that if Vance did buy the place out, then I hope Jim and his wife have a wonderful vacation.
Yeah.
And because
listen, I'll take this much time up. I'll let y'all go.
All right, good to hear from you, Ed. And
okay.
We'll try to get over there in a few days and check those baits out because. We go out there in the wintertime and fish a trip or two at Dale Holler. So Bill and Max, they've had a couple of trips out there and in this month, back the first of the month there, and done pretty good. Caught some nice fish, but we'll see what comes up. And I appreciate you calling, Ed.
Okay, man. Thanks.
All right, bud. See you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, bud. Well, Mike. Sounds like to me you better get you a can of that Bang.
Is that about that long and yellow?
No, this is in a spray bottle, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Spray can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot more safer than what that stuff is you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's good to hear from Ed and glad he got on some, I mean, heck, 20 or 40 bites don't surprise me a bit.
Well, I could go back and throw that Z-Hog at Littleton, and it's either when it hit the bottom out there or on the way in. If one didn't hit it out there when it hit the bottom coming in, but they'd had to be red eye. They just bam, 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 and then you'd move it a little bit, and then just bam, bam, bam all over it, all the way to the boat like that. There's a beating on it like it, and I jerked. I don't know how many times thinking when they'd grab it and take off swimming with it, and then come back and part of the legs and stuff would be missing off of it, and you'd think for sure, well, you got to be red eye or you'd hook something. I never did hook nothing on it.
Well, anyway, we got a little bit of film. Bill and I went Saturday night, and I think we got about 5 minutes worth or a little over. Mike, he was there on Friday night and Saturday night. So I tell you what, Chandler, can you show me that film? I'll tell you what, just put the film on my camera. Let's show it, and then that way we'll have the film for that aluminum boat that we want to look at. Go right ahead. Take all the time you need, buddy. You're doing great. We'll just keep things rolling here, what time you're getting ready.
Yeah.
And,
Saturday night I had Mikey with me, and after he fished a while and then changed baits around a while and then eat a while and fished a while, and then he decided he was going to sleep a while. So,
yeah, okay.
so,
All right.
he had to lay down on the floor of the boat, and then he asked me if I had a blanket.
Oh,
No, I got a towel in there, but I ain't got no blanket.
yeah, okay. All right, then. That doesn't surprise me none. But we came in a little after 2 o'clock. Bill and I and Mike and Mikey were right on their heels, and we all got loaded up and come on in, and I wanted to make sure we got a little sleep, get to church there on Sunday morning, and so everything worked out fine. We finally did. Bill and I struggled shooting for 2 or 3 hours. We got up there about, I don't know, it was a little before 8 o'clock, and
Yep.
dadgum, I figured this. Hey, I had enough confidence that we'd fall in there with a little old higher fly and catch 2 or 3 before it got dark. Had 2 or 3 bumps, or 4 or 5 bites, but never hooked the first fish.
Yeah, well, I was planning on leaving early too, but Mamaw cooked big supper there, and he had to
Had to stay and eat.
stay and eat,
Yeah. So that was kind of the deal. We hadn't, when Yins got there, we hadn't boated the first fish.
Mm-hmm.
And shucks, I mean, I had some bites, had some bites, but never. I mean, might hook one, and he'd pull him a couple of cranks, and he'd get off, and had a couple to jump off. But we hadn't boated a fish the time you guys got there, and then we finally got one and got another one, but we made some changes, and it just, we didn't wire them out like we'd been doing. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, shoot, before the trips before, we was getting 20 some fish in the boat a night, a trip. And heck, I think we only wound up with 8, 9, or 10, something like that there Saturday night. But they were a little harder to come by.
And I talked to Gary out there, her uncle, and he said they went up there Sunday night. And said they throwed a bunch of baits too, but said they come back and was fishing that French fry again, and that red bug. Said that was the only thing they seemed like they could get them to hit, and they caught 8 or 10, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. You ready, Chandler? All right, buddy. Do your thing, man. He's got our first fish in the boat, man. It's been a long time coming, Bill.
That's the first one that I've caught in a while too, Steve.
Yeah, I hear you,
boy,
buddy.
just hadn't been able to go.
Yeah, well, we got you now, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Back in the water he goes, Bill.
Oh, tell you, buddy. Put him over there where he won't mess these others up.
I got you.
This year, old buddy.
All right, got a second fish in the boat now. I tell you, we've been struggling, ain't we, Bill?
Oh, son, it's been struggle time. It really has.
Sure has. Been bad.
They've changed a little bit on us for some reason.
Sure have. All right, put him back in the water and let's get another. Maybe we can come
buddy.
up on something here.
Got him there.
Bad. Bill just got our best fish in here. He's holding it up, and I'm getting his picture with it right here.
Yes, sir, old buddy. It's nice and Mike.
Yeah, boy. Sure is.
Yeah.
He got it on that Lake Fork crawler, Mike.
Yeah. I just caught over right here on the foundation.
Yeah.
Had that one earlier jump off, and then Mikey had over one right here.
Okay.
Got off right here in the boat.
All right. Let me get Bill's fish back in the water.
Yes, sir. We go.
All right, back in there, Billy.
Okay, old
That's
buddy.
a good one.
Put him on the other side so he won't scare the rest of them.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, there we are.
Old Steve kind of nice in here, old buddy.
Yeah.
Old Billy Boy just to hold him up here for him.
Yeah, well, we're finally getting on something.
Yeah, I believe we are too, Steve. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I believe we're getting on something, Bill. All right, put him back in, man.
Okay, here we go, buddy. There he goes.
Like to have a dozen of them. All right, folks, our old Billy Boy is another good fish.
Yes, sir, Ray, old buddy.
All right,
he felt
Bill.
good.
Yeah, buddy, that's a good one, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right.
Can you get him back in the water and let's catch another?
Let's get another.
Okay, old buddy. Put him over there for you.
Can't infect the rest of it. Get some more light on him there.
Yeah.
All right, our Billy Boy with another good fish, buddy.
Yes, sir, buddy. I tell you what, he picks it just like he's supposed to.
Yeah, buddy,
Yeah.
just bam, bam.
Huh?
Yeah, boy, back to the water he goes.
Yes, sir. Put him over here where he won't mess with them others.
Yeah, all right. Now, let's see that bait you got here and show folks what you're fishing with. Yeah, boy.
Maybe.
All right, but there's Billy Boy's bait right there. He got that Lake Fork crawler on behind that thing, Bill.
Yes,
yeah, boy.
sir.
Looks good. Let's get another. All
Look at
right,
that.
folks. Well, old Bill's got a dang whopper there now.
Yes, I know Billy got a dandy
Good.
this
You
time.
ain't kidding, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Pretty fish. Golly,
Yes,
bum, that's a
sir,
nice
Ray.
one. All right, Billy Boy.
Turn him loose. here.
Turn him loose.
Yes, sir. Put him back out here.
All
the rest
Dadgum, that's a good one. Good deal.
All right, folks, we're out here at Reynolds Racing and Marine here at Harriman. Looking at this, what is it?
This is X19.
X19.
X19 Pro Elite.
Pro Elite. Got it.
Express. Got the swing tongue. That's one feature.
Swing tongue there, all aluminum trailer. Nice storage in there. Is that rod box or is that
Rod, you
just
can come back here and get a picture this way. Show
Okay.
the rod boxes.
sea deck in it? There's rod organizers.
And it's got a ice chest here. And got an ice chest between the seats.
Okay.
So it's got two ice chests. It's got a 40-gallon aluminum tank in it. It has the 10-inch jack plate. Has the new show, Yamaha show.
Nice looking boat.
Yeah, the tank. They're powder coating the tank now to keep it from corroding like a lot of boats do.
Yeah.
So they're powder coating the tanks. Of course, that's a side storage.
Side storage.
They actually put the metal lips around it where no water go down in it.
Yeah, it's got a drain on it right there too.
That drains the outside, but it keeps the inside dry. You see.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of features. Looks like it's got I believe it's got a 9-inch hummingbird in it.
What looks like got the hot foot down there.
Yeah, we mounted depending on how tall the guy where we mount it. You see.
Oh yeah. Got nice storage up here. Wide deck. You can probably fit 14 rods and 2 people up here. That's how Steve Cox likes to fish. And Coda 4-Trek. Is that the 112 or is that the 80?
No, that's just to come to the boat. I think it's a 74 Trex.
74.
But we've got all kind of pro motors.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, all aluminum trailer. Pretty boats. Sea deck all throughout. It's all. Is Rhino liner or just Line X or something on top just to finish?
All that extreme coat. It's like
Extreme
a
coat.
like a Rhino liner or something.
Yeah.
It's their own design, I guess. So it's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, got cup holders up here with and tool storage. Guess you can put whatever grass setup you want up here. Got rod tie downs. They got tie downs on both sides or just this side?
Look like just on that side, but we can look.
You
like
can add them.
We can get some on that side.
Oh yeah. All right, cup holders everywhere. So you got the 9-inch hummingbird steering wheel, power trim.
You get through there. We'll go out here and do a little one on this new bullet we've got.
Okay, and we'll get one on the bullet. Pretty boat, Express. There it is. All right, let's go look at that bullet. X19. All right, here with this.
Get back here.
Yeah, show that metal flake in it. That's a beautiful boat.
That's a new 21 XRS. It's a 2022 model.
Okay.
It's going to a customer in Collierville, Tennessee.
So it's already bought.
Already, so it lasted 3 days.
Dang, I was going to try to talk Steve into it.
Okay, now I've got another one that's supposed to be here tomorrow.
No, it's supposed to be here. This color?
No, it's white with red and alpha jewels in the black. You know, it should be here tomorrow.
That metal flake in there, that's beautiful.
But that blue and isn't that a pretty thing?
Yeah, it's beautiful. If I was to buy one, it'd probably be this color right here.
And that's called Elite Trailer with that finish on it right now.
Yeah.
Keep the rocks from knocking it's like a bed liner stuff on it. Keeps the rocks from knocking the finish off. It's got the 18-inch tires.
Yeah, the upgraded wheels are. Yeah, that's a good looking boat. Wow, that's pretty. It's got a wide deck on it too, big old decks.
Yeah, we specialize in high performance boats.
Oh yeah.
These are all hand built. The Allison Bullet are hand built, and then of course the Express is a pad boat. So we think we got the 3 best brands in the country right now.
Oh yeah, yeah you do. Best brands. They're all built in Tennessee, ain't they?
Yeah, built. Express built in Arkansas, almost.
Oh yeah.
Tennessee.
That's a good looking boat right here. My Lord. Fella that bought this, he got him a nice looking boat.
Yeah, he has. It's
beautiful. You got
to
the
run another property on it.
Pro XS on it.
Thanks a lot now.
All right, yeah, we're going to show us on the show tonight and see if we can't, put some fish on it. Yeah, we ain't been, I don't know what he did. I've been in Florida. I didn't.
All right, folks, we're back. Shucks Farm, Mike. There's so much going on right there. I don't know if I got a lot to talk about. First off, I think Reynolds Racing and Marine, that Bullet boat, it didn't last 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's gone. Some fella bought it. Just that quick. I mean, Glenn had just got, according to Wesley, had just come back from picking that boat up, and when Wesley went down to buy us some tickets for the trolling motor, raffle tickets, and 2 hours later, somebody called in there and bought that boat. So, there you go. But anyway, thank you, Reynolds Racing Marine. That Express aluminum boat there, just wanted to give you all a little better view of it. If you hadn't went down there and looked at it, I think it looks great myself.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
Sure does. I tell you what, yeah, if it was a 20-footer, it might, yeah. Mm-hmm. It might be at my house.
Yeah.
It looks good. That way Wesley can keep it washed up. But anyway, just like I said, just wanted to give you all a little closer up look of that Express boat. And then a new Glim had another Bullet ordered, but didn't think he'd get it this quick, and I don't think he did either. And, anyway, he went over and got it, and in less than 2 hours it was gone. Some fella knew about it, called him and asked him about it, and he said he'd take it. So congratulations on that sale. But it's like anything else, right now. Do check on that Express if you think you might be interested in that boat. All I can do is tell you to drop down there and take a look at it. It's got some good features. Mike got that fiberglass console and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, they'll be surprised if they get out and ride that thing one time.
Yeah. They got about 7 different hulls they can put under them boats, and they're supposed to have the padded hull under it. We didn't show that to you, but they do. I think it's 7 different hulls they put under those boats, and depending on what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, back to moving right along with that. The fishing part of it, with Bill and I, more or less glad to get Bill out in the boat. He'd been back first of the month, went to Dale Holland, fished a couple of days. His hips got to bothering him pretty bad, and he had to come home. And he had some shots back, when I say the first of the month, heck, this was back in June.
Yeah.
When he's on Dale Holland. And then he got some more shots here around the 1st of July. And so we've been doing pretty good, but I think it's about every 3 months is all they'll give you them.
Cortisone?
Yeah, or whatever it is. Anyway, so they wear off and his hips get to bothering him pretty bad. But anyway, he's feeling pretty good there Saturday night, and just wanted to get him out on the water. And he caught a few fish, and I caught a few, and we just had a real good time.
Mm-hmm.
So the baits we were throwing, I think I showed you Bill's bait there. He was throwing, I was throwing a copper crawl jig on one rod, and then had a watermelon, kind of a watermelon color on another rod, and we just kind of alternated back and forth, and caught a few fish, missed a few, but really wasn't what we really wanted to do was, get on them, but that moonlight will do a lot of crazy things to them, Mike.
It will.
So you could go up there on a full moon and either kill them or not do any good, and you go up there on the dark of the moon, you'd either kill them or not do any good. So it just they're in control.
Yeah.
What's going on up there? And then Ed was up there on Friday night, and it's all about the bait, like I said. Mm-hmm. Swap up, change colors. If you throw it 10 casts and don't get a bite on it, cut it off, put another on. Because there's something wrong. It's not what they're wanting. And after 10 casts, put you a different color on, change the trailer, change the skirt, do something different.
Yeah.
Until you find out what they're wanting, then you catch a bunch of them, if you can hold on to them. They awful bad about shaking off for some reason. All righty. What are you gonna do now, Mike?
Well, you can show that film on my camera if you want to.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. Chandler, put some of Mike's film up there, would you?
Show a commercial either one.
We'll save them commercial breaks for.
All right.
I wished we'd
Jeff's
brought
got him
some
nice in there. Good smallmouth. Yes, sir. That's a real nice one. We'll put him back. See if we can get some more. Rascal. Lord, man. Oh, I've never seen that. There he is. Good Lord, man. Don't drive another largemouth. Like that. He wants to go to the bank. Here now. All right. Mike, you got a good picture of him, Mikey?
Know what I do.
Okay. Put him back. Try him again. I think he's got him a catfish.
Catfish.
A catfish, yeah. That's what he's got. He said he had one. He had one, all right. A catfish. All right. Well, we know what to do for him now. Now that don't count, you know.
Nope. Nope, it doesn't. A lot of catch bass.
What kind of conglomeration's that?
I don't know what he got. Something purple and blue or something there, I guess. I don't know.
It's pretty, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's catfish bait.
Catfish.
Dang good.
Good one.
Mad dude. All right. Copper claw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Mikey's got him one there. Nice smallmouth. Get your thumb in there and get a hold of him. He'll be back in the river. He like his Uncle Steve, he wants to catch him twice. Look at there. Yeah.
You'll have to check
Did
it out, brother.
you break your line? Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
he
your
has some
bait.
teeth.
Get your bait out of his mouth there. You can't turn him loose with that bait in his mouth. There you go.
He has some teeth.
Yeah, he got some teeth.
Come on, buddy.
You'll be side out of the boat with him.
All right. That's pretty good. Now you can retie. All right, Mikey, you got him another one there. Easy now, easy, 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 easy. Easy there, easy. He's a little wild now. Don't keep winding so much, just easy. Watch him go. There you go. Get him in here. Yes, sir. Go here and get a picture of him. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I believe that looks like a black trailer on that thing. What do you think, Jeff? Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yep.
Okay, put him back in the water. Well, can't get the camera. There we go. Oh. Toss that one. Jump like crazy, didn't it? I'll get him up here in a minute.
Camera's blurry. Camera's blurry.
You reckon the lens is fogged up?
No. No, it ain't fogged up.
What? Turn the light around a little bit, sir. A little better?
Yeah.
Okay. Come up like a dang rocket. Yeah. Couldn't wind hardly fast enough to keep up with him when he turned to come up. Yeah. Got a good picture of him.
Yeah.
Got too furthest away. He's coming up trying to. Oh, he's shaking that head like you wouldn't believe him. fish.
Oh, yeah.
These some pretty good fish. Oh, come here now. With that. Land it when you touch that lip. All right. You got a good picture of him. Okay.
Small one.
He's a little smaller, but he's a lot meaner.
All right, we're back. What about it, Mike?
Yeah. Like you say, most of them was on that bitchy bug there, that watermelon with watermelon chunk on it there. You know, when I stopped and talked to you and asked where you and Bill was at, and you told me, I went straight over at that other point and started down there, and I was throwing a black and blue in that Z-hog. Just went down through there, and I got a hold of a good fish there, and he come up out there and jumped and throwed the bait off and done away with that. And I told Mikey, I said, we fished all around that point and never got another hit. And I said, let's ease over here on this other one. And a boat come across in front of us, and I didn't get to fish what I wanted to there, so I went on the other side of it and went around that point there. And I think I had one or two there that he couldn't hang on to them. And I said, well, we'll move. And that's when we went over toward Hickory Star there and pulled in on that place there, and I caught 4 in a row. Missed one, and I think Mikey had that one jump off there. And then we went on toward Hickory Star up there on another place, and I had a hold of a good fish there, and he come off. And fished there for another 20-30 minutes, and then never got another bite, and went around toward 24 there and fished, and had a hold of a good fish there, and he come off. And I don't know what it was about him, but you know, you finally get a dang hold of one, and then before you get him to the boat, he just come undone.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you got him up there close to the boat, you could feel him just shaking that head and going wild, you know.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, they done a lot of that.
But like I say, somewhere between Dollar Island and 24, my partner kind of give out on me. And we come back down. I wanted to fish a little bit down there around 19, and there's a boat on that place, so I went on down the river and fished a couple of points down there, and never did get a bite, but I hung up and like never got my jig loose and got the plug knocker hung, and followed around with that thing for about 30 minutes and finally got the plug knocker and the jig both undone, and I come back up and we stopped on 19 there, fished it, and I never got a strike off of that. And I figured for sure we'd get one, but I mean the minnows was, man alive. And out there in the middle, the fish was breaking out there in the middle in that moonlight. And I thought that it was waves to start with. And then I got out there and got to listening real close, and it was them, I think it was them rockfish had them minnows pushed up out there, and they was wearing them out there in the middle.
Well,
I started to crank up my out there, but I said, no, I don't want to lose my bait, so
Right. Yeah, that happens a lot, them dang rockfish.
That's right. That's right.
Sure. Well, you know, Bill and I didn't get in, but we were around fish, I know that, and they were some breaking out behind us and this, that, and the other, and we had some bites in there. I mean, you'd throw it out there 40 yards or a little further to the end of your cast, and sometimes it, you know, probably in that 10-foot, 12-foot range of water, because we were sitting in 25, 26 feet, and had several bites in there, you know. Well, they just hit it before it hit the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
You go to tighten up on your line, they'd be on there, you know. But most of our bites came out there in that 18 to 20 feet type deal. Most of the bites, we had a few out there a little deeper, and some of the bites came in there, like I said, in that 10 to 12 feet before it ever hit the bottom. So just kind of scattered still yet. You know, the water temperature was 84 degrees. With this heat index we got right now, wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't be in the 86 to 87, maybe 88, you know, degrees.
Oh, yeah, it was 88 and 89 up there.
Yeah, so, and what that's going to do is push the fish deeper.
Yes, sir.
You know, they'll move on out, looking for that comfort zone, for sure. Hopefully we get to go back after them again this weekend. Everything works out, and see if they'll get a little better.
Yeah, Friday night, I was brushing 24, 25 foot on the edge of some of them breaks there, and that's where Mikey was fishing that Army green jig, just dawdling right there under the boat,
Yeah.
more or less.
Well, did he catch any doing that?
Yeah, caught 3 or 4.
Okay, just right under the boat. Well,
Yeah, right
I mean,
there.
that's, you know, that's no surprise. Well, because before this weekend, when we was up there fishing and catching a lot of fish, shoot, when I missed one, if he hit it and missed it, I'd just drop it right back down, pick it up a time or two, and shake it a little bit, and next thing you know, now whether it was the same fish, I can't tell you, but it didn't take him long to come back to get it. You know, there was either 2 or 3 there watching it, and or it was the same fish. And I believe it was just several of those fish we caught was ones that hit that thing and running, and didn't give me a chance to get them hooked. And then, like I said, I'd drop it back down there on the bottom there next to the boat and bounce it a time or two, and bam, they'd get on it. So. Doesn't surprise me at all, Mike. But we, you know, we'll just have to stay after them this coming week and see if they get a little better in this moonlight or half moon now, or get a little worse.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
But we, you know, we'll just have to stay after them. Do remember our sponsors, Reynolds Racing and Marine. I also showed you those 2 boats, but remember we got that raffle drawn for that Ghost trolling motor.
That's right. That's right.
Need to get by there and get you a ticket, or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 10. I don't know. But boy, you know, that's a heck of a trolling motor.
$3,000, $3,500 or something like that.
Yeah.
If you can get one.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If you can get one.
And, you know, it's, so the quicker we get the tickets sold, the quicker we'll get the draw, Mike. So, yeah, go by there and get you some chances on that Ghost trolling motor. Rick Whitson he just put one on his boat a week or so ago. He and Wesley were out in Rick's boat Tuesday, and Wesley just says he says it's awesome. You know, he said it's a little bit noisy on the rotation, but it being brand new.
Yeah, mine's noisy too on the rotation.
Yeah. So, but other than that, he said he really liked it. So maybe it'll work out where we might win the drawing.
Yeah.
You know, when we get ready to draw that. Glenn and I he had mentioned it and said we could have the drawing on the show. I said, that's perfect. I said, that's what we need to put the tickets in the drum, shake them up, and draw one out. And see who gets the trolling motor. So anyway, that's kind of what we're looking for, and see how things go on that. So, all right, Chandler, take us to another sponsor break and come back, would you please? Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. All right, folks, remember Tim's Tires, folks. Yeah, just give them a shot. That's all I'm asking. Price shop them, what they call down there, talk to them, whatever. Yeah, I mean, they're the place to get them.
Yeah. Go out there and look at the numbers and size on your tires and give them a call and call them up and tell them what you got. And yeah. You want something bigger, smaller, wider, different grip on them or whatever, just let them know and they'll give you a price on whether you want a premium tire like a Michelin or you want a Firestone or whatever. I mean, he's got them one shade to the other. I think he said he had Nitro or Nitro or something over there.
Yeah.
And some fellas was buying them. It's expensive.
Yeah. Anyway, remember Tim's Tires. Also IUOE, we appreciate those guys we work with. Giving us a helping hand on keeping the show going. And brothers, we appreciate you helping us out there on that. We're going to cut off here just in a minute. Listen, be careful on the water, around the boat ramps. Be courteous. Give everybody a chance to get their boat in, get their boat out, that kind of thing. Let's see, was it Don Douglas here the other day? They had a boating accident.
I think it was.
Yeah. So be on your best when you're out there on the water, because there's no lines out there to keep you where you need to be. People you just run anywhere there's water.
Yeah, especially in the dark out there.
Especially at dark, in the night, and keep, got to be paying attention to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said before, these boats, they get lost in the background due to all the lights and things over on the bank nowadays that wasn't there 40 years ago. It's just like at Lost Creek there on Norris there in Lewiston Sea. Shucks, 40 years ago, that place was dark as a dungeon.
Yeah, well,
there wasn't a light. Luckily, after you might see one way one light way up in the back of the creek, and then some lights coming out of Maynardville, a reflection on the sky. Other than that, there wasn't a light around.
Yeah, but cows were running around.
Yeah, cows running around up in the pasture field. And now,
the old man on one side of the creek, and then you had the peninsula on the other side. Wasn't nothing up through there.
Yeah, that's a fact. Definitely not that way now. I mean, it's a lot of houses, cars coming in. So, it's easy to lose somebody's back running light in the background.
Yeah, unless they got the nose of it around where you can see the red and the green, and you don't see nothing with that little white light.
That's a fact. But do keep that in mind. Be careful. God bless you all. We hope to see you next week. Maybe Mike will have some bang on his bait, and he can catch 40 fish.
Yeah, got to get some of that bang.
Got to get some. Thanks a lot for that tip, Ed. God bless you all. See you next week. Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we.
Okay.
Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful Bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's got three coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. Got a little wider front end up front. And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new Spotlight trolling motors that I'm going to try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really is.
Got the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks sharp.
That's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then.
There's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man. Dadgummit,
so
Glenn.
Got a lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison.
This is the Allison Color Pro Series.
Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite, okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Got a TV screen in the front, Glenn.
Yeah. And then it raises it up. It's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think. And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah, yeah.
That's sort of unique. And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the Bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows. One's yellow and white, one's yellow and black. This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe Whittle Lake, and it should be coming up pretty soon in the brochure.
Right, right.
And, of course, it has the E-pad. It has the spot lock. I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now, this is called a 21 RDC. It's a raised deck
Right.
dual console,
Uh-huh.
and it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and it's
one of my favorites.
a beautiful
Runs
boat.
good.
Yes, sir.
And it's got the new 300R on it.
Uh-huh. $300, man.
And,